Everybody get out of your seat now. Yeah, we gon' get it on it poppin'. Now. First of all, I don't wanna get it twisted, I am not that. Okay, you are now in the presence of an execution. Most of the time, you find it when you ain't really looking. I ain't no fucking rapper. Oh, that's so tired. This is Big Square from the Herb set. Man, it's just words and breath. I don't know what y'all expect. I ain't really good. Hey, yo. Oh, that's right. Give me your word. Word. Okay, so if you took a cat, threw it out the fucking window, you'd have a cat that landed in 6 directions. Misconceptions. So what you're saying is, yes, this is the beginning. There it is. What was it you were looking for? A penny? Man, for your thoughts? Man, yes, of course. Did you find it heads up in a puddle on the sidewalk? No, I found it next to the fucking tree. Man, what's up with the vulgarity? Yeah, man, as to the fucking wide double. Yo. This is my shit, this is my shit. And I'ma come off however I want. I'm sorry, but hip hop is my life. Consider this to be a collection, not a CD of time. And at that, strange times in a confused young mind. Forgive me for everything, but his wasn't. This is definitely my bad, man. Batman, I agree. Yo, but truly, but it takes a bad man for a bad man to be. Man, I thank y'all for listening. This is Cat Drop Complex. Here it is. Yeah, P. Yeah. I came from the middle, then I dropped to the bottom. I am the man that figured everybody forgotten, but days fly by and you float, skating on razor blades, wise guy. Well, I promised my CD. Yeah. When, man? When? Right now. Right. If you ever ask me, man, where's the CD? Where at it, man? Well, fuck it, I love you, man. If you don't know nothing about me, then we gon' stop by. Taking you back, taking you back, taking you back, taking you back to the start of things, right? That's why. Yeah. Come from a small town with too many police. So for you to be able to do what you do, it doesn't come with ease. You tell one kid your biz and everyone knows your steez. So we get peed and smoke trees excessively in sets of 3. They said slap can't do it, slap came through it. Blacks name Rugas, rap game fluidic. Even whack cats that lack the brain knew it. From here to Massachusetts and back to St. Louis. Past mass hysteria, fast tracks to bury ya. I hate it. I got everybody and their brother going crazy. People die daily, just trying to chase me. People break their backs all day to make me. People use me to get tools so they could take me from other people's pockets. I'm on a killing spree and you can't stop it. Almost anything you could want, I could cop it. I'm the topic of the daily news and they won't drop it. People do the sickest shit to meet me, but I can knock it. In this ball that I walk on, their memories chalked on the sidewalk. Talk hawk guys with force lies, a message in the court's bottle. The court's motto, little Morse code messages, endorse force lotto. Full throttle, gotta get away to harder, better days of sedative. The betterment and methamphetamines and medicine. The rhetoric is edited, competitive, lettering, beckoning, repetitive motion about the motion. Open notion of discussion is us in a nutshell crushing. The transition of man missing his ambition. Living opposition of emancipation is the damn prison. Dogmatism in an organism. rhythm is an awkward rhythm in a poor position to contort your vision. It's your decision, orphan isn't your contingent, more restringent to the friendship of a coffin, fortunately ending. Ascending down the course of normal thought processes, a narcissist depicting as approximates the height of a mountain, the width of a sea. But in reality, man, I get no sleep, no cash, no friends, no feeling, no joke, no future, no books, no healing, no say, no play, no way, no stealing, no rights, no life, no lights, no telling, no smile, no tears, cold stares, no spilling, no chance, no air. You know why? No answer, no looking, nobody, no move, no patience, none of the above, and no motivation. My so-called life is whatever you wanna call it. If I'm falling into stereotypical, watch your wallet. If it's all in a day's work, the pay's worth affording. If you're driving at the same speed, you may need supporting. I'm drawn to the pawns and cycles become monotonous. I stop and miss an opportunity to be an optimist. My pot, the piss is missing and my vision isn't operative, and people run around with an opinion that they got to give. On top of this personification of my apocalypse, I'm putting in my work, but people seem to think the opposite. You hop into these shoes for a minute to see for yourself. I've seen years pass by in the blink of an eye. My tears try to describe what I'm thinking and why. I've seen raindrops fall in the thunder, then they vanish. Looking back now, it's a wonder how I managed. I walked a mile through the treachery to spend some time, and seen drugs' contribution to my friends' decline. You try to understand it, then you sleeping and it hit you. Never notice petty shit when you peep the big picture. And I could never count how many times I cried inside, but I wish I'd never put my feelings aside. But I'm cold from the path that I walk. I laugh when I talk, but after the fork in the road, you find reality where truth and tragedy battle me, trying to live happily. Actually, I'm at the threshold of sanity, cause vanity seems so damn grand to me. But can it be that this is all that we've been given, and there's nothing such as heaven up above the board we living on? A vision of a person is this definition. If conditions worsen, will we ever be able to see another level? That's a good fucking question, man. I guess it all depends on the matter at hand, cause it's a little bit different when it's that of a man. If you never see your limit, then someday you're gonna be it, cause life is what you make of it, or maybe how you see it. Attention for following up. I never had an intention to follow it up. I blow trees and my memory shot, so I never thought another rapper be giving me props. Some cats try to tell me that I'm nice at MCing. I still sit back like nice, I don't see it. And I don't give a fuck if I'm the last in line. I'm never going to give it up, I got a passion to rhyme. I listen to rap so I can relax, so when you hear me on the track, I'm just giving it back. And I ain't trying to be some motherfucker that I'm not. I was a born rapper that figured he'd give it a shot. So if you can relate, or you can nod your head to it, that stay to be the main reason why I do it. And if you could ever see what a verse is worth, then you could see me putting in my words as work. Instead of TV, I'm dropping 16 to 24. And if you leave me alone, then I'll be dropping plenty more. See the blunt rise, pass through the smoke. No punchlines, no laughs, and no jokes. I'm a different breed of rap, I breathe in facts. I breeze through tracks, you grab your knee pads. I swarm in the same form as bees attacks. I roll through your show like where the fuck them MCs at. Always bringing you hot shit, and yo, we promise it. You know the illest MC that ever did it. But Symmetry. I thought y'all knew. I heard your album and I don't believe a word of it. Always bringing you hot shit, and yo, we promise it. You know the illest MC that ever did it. But Symmetry. I thought y'all knew. I heard your album and I don't believe a word of it. We all got skills, some sleep and some call. I could run a beat, but I can't run ball. I could write graphs that'll make your head spin, but I would always bust my ass trying to break a head spin. So don't try to do what I do, it's my groove. I won't try to be you, it's how we keep it true. I'm an MC by life's definition. I survive alone on the mic checking-ism. You hear me right now cause I wrote a little poem. You hear me right now recording on the microphone. You hear me right now cause my name is getting known, and everything that I created, man, I made it on my own. That's why you see me rolling Dolo with the back of the show. Eyes half closed from a bag of the dro. And if you're looking mic slapped, then a cat wouldn't know that I'm a soldier of a rapper with the Mac and the flow. 6 million MCs in the same position in the game. You're now staring at the face of competition. And I'm reppin', I'ma bring it to any rapper that want it. If you steppin', you get more than a reprimand and a warning. It takes a lot of understanding to see. No matter the situation, I land on my feet. I put it down for you to catch the concept as I present to you the cat drop complex.
Always bringing you hot shit, and yo, we promise it.
You know the illest MC that ever did it, but Symmetry.
I thought y'all knew.
I heard your album and I don't believe a word of it.
Always bringing you hot shit, and yo, we promise it.
You know the illest MC that ever did it, but Symmetry.
I thought y'all knew.
I heard your album and I don't believe a word of it.
Man, I've been sitting there the whole fucking time. I cannot understand what this motherfucker is talking about. He is on some other fucking planet, man. He is out of his tree, and I am completely confused. Weird. Ayo, downtown in the city where the sun sets, we unwind from the unrest, undress, and then find we're behind, never nonetheless. We've been designed to abide by the one stress. We then devise different lives. In my eyes, it's a maze. This is why I could never understand why the skies are blue when I be holding a hand. It's like, open up, I know you're in there just so I could sleep. It defeats one of equal, but it seats 100 people. If it's lethal, but it speaks an evil, we will leave it legal and condone the act of sharing. If it sees disease and needles, leave it alone to roam through your second story home as the street lights bleed into the reflection of the saturated concrete. A drop of water fall into a puddle and it's subtle, but it distorts the vision that he lives for. This isn't such a resourceful way to get your point across if you to have nothing important to say. And miss doesn't do nothing but misguide me, and my clock has been on a mission to time me. Behind me is nothing more than a shadow. Yo, downtown in the city where the moon rises and eyes isn't open, it's no surprise that the people that surround you often are the backup actors in a game that takes some practice, hanging from the same attachments. Down to the bottom of the lake, if it weighs just a little more than the amount of water it displaces. In different cases, I've seen the faces of a man who never won a thing with a handful of aces. And all I got is visions, cause no one seems to listen. I came to the decision, you'd rather be in prison. What I see you exhibit, so which direction is it? I know another door that's open if the exit isn't. So we be running around and asking a million questions. We diagnose any problem with teaching feelings lessons. This leads us to infection, to say I feel his presence and feed on weaknesses the race of man possesses. As both hands move to the top of the clock, am I ever gonna make it out of the cycle to knock on the door of the disciple and mock his ways of living? It's not to be forgiven, it's got to be religion. Yo, downtown in the city where the notes go from pocket to people to knock it and need to hope so. It's like you're living in slow-mo. Your vision is a pigeon trying to fly with a flock of eagles to go home. Downtown in the city where the street lights substitute for stars, and each life that's lost is increasing the cost of living. Isn't it a bitch to get your point across, doing it prison mind? And I recall the time in the past when listening in position was efficient, never 5 minutes fast. And now we see the bricks of mission they designed in a flash to be the first to sign upon the dotted line and not the last. And now it's mass production, mass destruction. Too busy trying to find a way to ask for instruction, and living in your final days upon the passion of fronting and finding out about another, leave you laughing at nothing. Downtown in the city where the lights go back on, act on impulse, indulge in a disorder, record a pop in order to not drop the shorter on top. You must stop. Listen, that whole fucking shit. What the fuck did I get out of it? I didn't get a motherfucking thing. I cannot absorb anything he fucking says, and I don't even think I want to fucking try.
God damn, man. Yo, you see that chick over there?
Yeah, yo, I see it. Mad nice looking. Real nice.
Yeah, I've not seen a chick like that in a mad long time.
Yo, me either,
She's
man.
like perfect.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Why don't you go fucking talk to her?
Me?
Pardon me, miss, but I was beat taken by your demeanor, thinking you're the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen. I was wondering if you would like to go and grab a cup of tea, or maybe sit and talk so I could just enjoy your company. Cause Ma had me gassed in a feeling of passion, and asking myself if I was going to wake up. It must have been the ass and the sexual attraction, and maybe just the fashion in which you carry yourself. We got to talking at a cafe on the corner, and she had me laughing. I said, listen girl, I gotta warn you, my means of preference reciprocates with your persona. I might take a liking to you if we talk for any longer. The conversation turned around and now she wanna know what I'm about, what I be doing in my normal flow. I said what matters is I'm not your average miss. I live a simple life and the artist is my catalyst. I keep a positive vibe, but honestly I haven't found the means of motivation in a while. Afterwards I told her my location in Rhode Island. The whole time she just listened patient with a smile. Then before we parted I said, sorry miss, I have to ask you if I could call you on the phone. This time I ran it past her. She shook her head like saying no, and for a second had me then said, I was wondering when you were gonna ask me.
Miss, well I never approached her, not knowing whether I was supposed to. I have thoughts of us together for closure, but I know they too good to be true. Miss, I'm glad that I decided to let it out, cause you're looking more than fly without a doubt. My only mission is to try to figure out who I'm talking to, or could it be you?
So now we're talking on a regular basis, and we both became accustomed to each other's faces. One night we were talking and I started asking what her plans are. She asked if she could come and chill, I'm like, you know the answer. A half an hour later she showed up in sweats and sneakers, a white t-shirt and which gently had caressed her features. I said, miss, would you care to sit and watch a flick? I got a couple movies you could take a pic. Then I asked her if she felt like smoking. She's like, to be honest, all I got is papers. I'm like, all I got is chronic. Mom was a champ too, she knew how to act. I said, you got me in the zone, and she's like, oh, was that a fact? Then she simply kissed me on the lips, and yo, I elevated. She was on some other shit, this moment had been well awaited. Her skin was like a fine silk from the Orient. She had a body that could tell you a story, yeah. She started breathing heavy when my hands began to wander. Her touch was something that you couldn't even ponder, but I'll leave you with that. I don't wanna get explicit. If you didn't catch my direction, I guess you must have missed it now. I see this woman on the rag, I guess the shit's official, and we ain't ever getting fights and there ain't ever issues. No need for petty shit or any aggravation, because miss is my imagination.
Miss, well I never approached her, not knowing whether I was supposed to. I have thoughts of us together for closure, but I know they too good to be true. Miss, I'm glad that I decided to let it out, cause you're looking more than fly without a doubt. My only mission is to try to figure out who I'm talking to, or could it be you? Slap. Hey.
Oh, what's up, man? Oh, fuck, my bad, I must have been daydreaming, kid.
New message, Friday, February 20th, 8:19 p.m.
Yeah, Mike, it's me. It's 8:22 on Friday night, the night that we were supposed to go out and do something, but I just want to see if you'd remember, or better yet, you didn't just call me, and then yesterday you didn't call me, and today you didn't call me. But it's all good, I understand. I don't know, that's it. That's all I want to say. I just want to let that off my chest. I feel better now. Thanks for blowing me off once again. Have a great night.
Sitting here looking at a picture of us, confused to myself thinking this isn't us. Cause there's a smile on your face, a smile on mine, enough lies on your plate to pile on mine. Like fuck you for leaving me with all the effing stress. Cause the person you created I would never second guess. You were keeping it a secret with the effing never test. Now I'm sweeping up the pieces of a man you left a mess. You hate the person that you are, you need to be somebody else around you. Were the lies until you stop believing of yourself. I mistook the way you kept your composure to even out my help. And now when I look close I see you screaming out for help. You betrayed what I left to you is trust. Seldom we discussed any foreign us that took the form of us. I guess I never hated you, it's more or less disgust. Because I see the fake in you but never saw the essence of. Cause I was misled to think you're something that you're not. A little puppet seems to be what I become inside your plot. Now I'm laying down, eyes open, I can't sleep. How the fuck I let this happen, now I'm in too deep. With the tears rolling down your cheek, I'm thinking that I'm wrong. So apologetic, I'm a bet the missus got a strong hold on. Wait a minute, I'm beginning to snap. You pretended never knew that I was in it for that. Feeling sick from seeing you with the other men and at that. You blowing kisses and expecting me to send them right back. I'm saying this is my train, it's at the end of the track. But if I listen, my brain won't remember mishaps. So fuck you, cause I can deal with the fact that I love you. And you lied to me and I'd have never put no one above you. I know that I'd be right and be better off to forget you. Cause I've been with you for 7 years and I ain't never met you. Sitting here looking at a picture of us, confused to myself thinking this isn't us. Cause there's a smile on your face, a smile on mine, enough lies on your plate to pile on mine. Like fuck you for leaving me with all this effing stress. Cause the person you created I would never second guess. You were keeping it a secret with the effing never test. Now I'm sweeping up the pieces of a man you left a mess. Lost and it's probably because of this position. You became a part of me, so now a part of me is missing. I'm elated that you're no longer a part of my life, but the hatred only makes it that much harder to write. The knots are surviving from the virtue from within, with all the scar tissue rising to the surface of my skin. If I'd have seen it in the size and I'd have said forget you then. But your heart is tantalizing, I'ma never let you in. Trickery to see beyond the form of love is manifest. Quicker on my feet throughout the storm if I could steal the test. Liquor and the reaper way I normally would handle stress. Kicking up my feet but now I formally address you. Never showing emotion, never knowing the notion. Resistance is a bitch, I'd be better to go with emotion. Swimming against the current to keep my head up above the ocean. But instead I only found my head embedded in devotion. And I try to get you open and I'm hoping I can find another way to mend the pain. Because I'm broken up inside, I'm looking for a sign. Eyes focus on the time, I'm looking for a pint of love potion number 9. So fuck you, cause I can deal with the fact that I tried to be the person that you love and not the person that you lied to. And fuck you, cause I've been there and back and again. But I promise you that this will never happen again. Sitting here looking at a picture of us, confused to myself thinking this isn't us. Cause there's a smile on your face, a smile on mine, enough lies on your plate to pile on mine. Like fuck you for leaving me with all this effing stress. Cause the person you created I would never second guess. You were keeping it a secret with the effing never test. Now I'm sweeping up the pieces of a man you left a mess. Sitting here looking at a picture of us, confused to myself thinking this isn't us. Cause there's a smile on your face, a smile on mine, enough lies on your plate to pile on mine. Like fuck you for leaving me with all this effing stress. Cause the person you created I would never second guess. You were keeping it a secret with the effing never test. Now I'm sweeping up the pieces of a man you left a mess.
You feel what I feel, you know the deal. You feel what I feel, you know the deal. You know the deal.
Bitch, blush and smoke blunts with us. Turned out the beat nuts, out the beat nuts, out the beat nuts, out the beat nuts, nuts.
Alright, calm down, yeah, man. I guess it's about that time. I guess so, man. I guess so. I don't know, man. I know. We gotta let him know. I guess I can't open the door, man. I'm gonna kick this motherfucker in, huh? Right? That's what I gotta do. I will kick the motherfucker down. Yeah. Hey, yo, S, tell him how it goes, son.
Ayo S, tell him how it be. Ayo S, tell him how it goes, son. Ayo S, put it down, put it down.
Yeah.
Cats never understood S from the start. Bro, dirt on the name and try to test a brother heart. What they don't know is that they dissing is irrelevant because I am intelligent and much too smart. Ayo, what they never thought of seeing me and more than dominance is common sense coming out the mouth of Northern Providence. Yo, when they never thought to let me have it, I done came into the cypher with the semi-automatic. Me is who they never thought that they be feeling or willing to listen to me thinking that I'm not appealing. So, killing mics, just started feeling right. Thus, murdering such, becoming a villain at night. And when they never seen it coming, I was either running after them or laughing at them, stumbling over their words. What they never thought about is isn't permanent and turn is imminent. I'm ready to begin.
Knock, knock, motherfucker. Who is it? That's right, you open the door. Yeah. You let me in. That's right. Get it right. Put it down, put it down.
Tell them how it goes.
Yeah. Right.
Put it down.
Oh, you're Mike Slap, huh? Yeah, Symmetry, right? You're an MC? Yeah. You know what? I think you fucking suck and I want to hear what you're made of. So why don't you spit something for me, dog?
My versatility is off the meter. Spit words that you can't see, but try to keep up. True herbs can't bring the heat, so as I speed up, my verses work the beat. And as I lead up to the end of the song, the flow gets dangerous, so every set of 8 bars long, I'ma change it. And if you don't know my style, then you're in trouble. The S-S-Y-Y double.
You know what? That was one of the worst verses in the history of rap. That was fucking terrible. You know what? How about you give me something a little bit better than that? Something I can actually fucking feel?
My style is oh so ridiculous. Go slow or quick and you don't know I'm sick with this. Wait, my God, I'm so damn surprised. Just open your eyes, I'm no man to try. Because my words are bombs drop a faster, non-stop disaster. On top the master. Yup. Need a verse to make me an offer, cause I'm raising the cost of my rap, dog. You need to get off of my dick.
You know what? You're a fucking terrible MC. I don't even know how you got into this shit. You know what? How about you kick it up a fucking step? Give me something with a little content, huh?
I got hip-hop if you want it. I'm not gonna flaunt it. If you fuck around, knuckle down, drop from the summit. You were an easy victory, my pops could've done it. Plus, how you wanna battle me with knots in your stomach? Whatever you pass gets hot boxed if I'm blunted. You the type of cat that needs props to be funny, like Gallagher. Carrot top will pass it while I talk, cause if you get on it before me, you don't got a fucking shot.
Okay, alright. You're not the worst MC of all time, but you still suck. It's like 5th grade rhymes. You're a fucking 5th grader. You know what? Quit the nursery rhymes, and how about you fucking kick some real shit?
On the road to Mike Rockin', I'm known to recite doctrine and poems that are right proper and tones that ignite knocking. So stop dissing, you're prone and my sight's locked in the position where my vision is zoned to the right toxin. Your toxin is talking and morphing, infected, and more than less than Austin is the only method of protection. Stress from all the rest of them, arresting my progression. My effort is exceptionally efficient every session.
Woo! You're blowing me away, dog. You're fucking blowing me away. I'm lying. Did you ride the fucking short bus to school? You know what? Don't ever quit your day job.
Every time that I'm picking it up, I rock it as hard as I can. Because I am a fan, I developed an understanding of my place on this planet. And damn it, I damaged a couple of veterans I was better than as an amateur MC. I used to be methodical, now I'm just out of control. And I'm speaking in a tongue that come out of the bottom of my soul. A lot of the lyrical rappers want it, but can't imagine to fathom his majesty actually losing the battle.
Yes! See, now that is the shit I'm talking about. You know why you were able to do that, right? Because I pushed you. I'm like a fucking coach. Without me, you'd be nothing. I want to hear you fucking rip it.
Picking it up, quick in the pace, taking the flow, you're sick in the face. From the beginning, I'm winning the race. Look at the rest, what a disgrace. Top of the world, top of your girl, another shot of the vodka to hurl. The hotter, the better, the wetter, I'm ready to get on and let it unfurl. Driving around, bottoming out, yelling a little too loud of a shout. Got in the beat, forgot what about, he's missing his teeth inside of his mouth. Saw the police, and then I was out, running away with a pocket of clout. Taking another one, waking up in the morning beside your mother. Ow.
Woohoo! See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Alright, man. Yo, you know what? We should go out sometime. I'm gonna give you my number. You need any production? Yo, I can make beats for you. We can be cool, you know?
Man, shut the fuck up.
And I guarantee this is the next best thing in penis enlargement.
Hypnotism? Yes, now when I snap my fingers, you'll bark like a dog.
How about a nice, juicy?
What the beep think you're doing, you little? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and for our next guest, Symmetry.
no antenna, please. No antenna, no antenna, please. No antenna, no antenna, please.
I don't need reception, like I don't need a scar across the midsection. All they trying to do and distort your perception. All I'm trying to listen to is my selection. No antenna, no commercialization. No support given just to hurt your live station. Only let you hear it, just a person ain't say shit. Only let you hear it, just a version they played with. I don't need an antenna on my car. I don't need an antenna on my home. I don't need an antenna on my radio box. And I don't need an antenna on my cellular phone. Try to put an antenna on my roof. I don't need an antenna, why don't you leave me alone? They can put a damn antenna everywhere, and so they try to put an antenna on my dome.
No antenna, please. No antenna, 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 no antenna, please.
I don't need a signal. Everything nowadays is wireless and digital. Why they wanna put an antenna on the moon? And everybody busy, everybody trying to tune in. No antenna, I don't need a television and listen to bullshit and put my mind in a prison. And what's up with the radio when everybody frontin' up on 80 90.10 nothing? No antenna, I don't wanna see the news, man. The media be making every little thing confusing. Got everybody here to Kelly watching it and snoozing. You learn to be jiggy, do they video music. I don't need an antenna for my boredom. I don't need an antenna for my health. I don't need an antenna to help me define self. And I don't need an antenna for my wealth.
No antenna, please. No antenna, 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 no antenna, please.
Yeah, John, we get a runner in 401. No, I'm tracking it. He's moving quick. Might need reinforcements. Yeah. What? What the fuck? No, just disappeared. I don't know, I was fucking watching him. God damn, man. I had to be like, let's say like 10 years old, man. I was mad, yo. No. First time was with some chick, dude. I remember like, yeah.
I was like 10, and back then, I'd never saw it. Never hesitate to ask a motherfucker for it, though. Skinny little man, mad, high-strung, but whenever I would ask, they would say that I was young. I would always think, damn, why they begin inconsiderate? Sitting in a cypher room to let me get a hit of it. I see you smoking, oh please, can I get a nick? I paid $20 for a rolled-up cigarette. One day, I met a girl named Amanda. She was ugly, but on the other hand, I knew she had a fat sack in a knapsack and a fresh Philly blunt she would crack just to rap that. One day, we were chillin' at a crib. She asked me if I wanna smoke a feeling. Yes, I did. I put it up to my lips and I hit it. In a minute, I was gone.
Years later, I would sing this song like, God damn, man.
I'm blowing smoke notes into the sky.
Shit, man. Fuck, man. I'm all fucked up.
I'm blowing smoke notes into the sky.
Commercial chronic, man. Got me lifted, man.
I'm blowing smoke notes into the sky.
Fucking stupid.
I'm blowing smoke notes into the sky. I was like 12, picking all the seeds out of dime bag. High as a motherfucking cloud, number 9. Back when a $10 sack of the greenest grass used to hit me like a ton of bricks and leave me on my ass. Used to smoke 5 blunts at a time, and never mind if my eyes got red and closed up and blinded. I was a regular, I never couldn't find it. I spent my money, never had a problem buying it. Junior high, I was known to smoke a lot, and I'd here to fill it too with every stoner on the block. One day, my man had a nugget of the kind, and he was trying to sell the gram for what it cost to buy your time. I was like, whatever, let me try it. What it's supposed to be a little better, maybe I'ma get a little higher. I was fucked, and I was far from wrong.
Years later, I would sing this song like,
I'm blowing smoke notes into the sky. I'm blowing smoke notes into the sky.
$20, man.
I'm blowing smoke notes into the sky.
I'm gonna be broke after this, man. $20.
I'm blowing smoke notes into the sky. I was like 16, wrapping up a nugget in a car seat, thinking to myself how much I love it, but it cost me $20 now to get high. I'm smoking twice a day, I'm broken out, but wondering why. But I don't really care what it costs if I have it. But I had to get a job to support my daily habit. Smoking on the regular was something that I'm used to. I was smoking out of holes and out of blunts and out of hookahs. We was potheads, yeah, I admit we kinda were, but I prefer to be labeled marijuana connoisseur. And I'd never seen anything better in my days until the day my man showed me 0.7 of the haze. He said smoking in the bowl and he said that it would creep. And I'm thinking to myself like how much better could it be? And I was straight, and I was straight, and I was goddamn. For 4 long years later I was sing this song like yeah, I ain't even I'm blowing smoke notes into the sky. I ain't even really feeling it. I'm blowing smoke notes into the sky. Wait. I'm blowing smoke notes into the sky. Yeah, I'm fucked up. I'm blowing smoke notes into the sky. Yeah.
You're doing really well out here, Mike.
What am I doing? I host an open mic. I play a fucking bus driver in a movie. Big fucking deal. I got an agent that specializes in magicians. How good am I doing?
The point is, Mike, is that it all depends on how you look at it, all right? I mean, you're telling me that your life sucks. That means my life is god-awful. You know, that's your problem, is that you don't look at the things that you have. You only look at the stuff that you don't have. Those guys are right about you. You're money.
We living in a strange time. We all lost. But who am I? What am I here for? Well, I know now. I know. A basic direction and what you give to it. Everybody struggle with this and you ain't so different. I think that what we missing is a vision of our temperament and working with the natural disposition we were sentenced with. I never thought I'd see the day I care to rest in peace, because me and all the rest of these people share inequities with weapons that we carry just to settle mere discrepancies. And ain't nobody give a damn about a bare necessity. And it's the order, but it isn't just. The days are getting shorter from the morals that imprison us. And nothing you could do could blind you more than your religion does. And fixing all your flaws is more important than your wisdom was. Some people die but never got a chance to walk, but I can see your eyes and hear the pattern that you talk. And you can never rise or even have it at a course. But where would you rely on being that wasn't the source?
You know inside this rhyming is what you made of you. Better keep your eyes on the time and it's getting later. You know what it's about, what you need to figure out. You know inside this rhyming is what you made of you. Better keep your eyes on the time and it's getting later. You know what it's about, what you need to figure out. You know that you could embody the sky, but it seems like your heart is hanging out of you. Why? I thought that you would never bother by the artist inside, but now you're blanket in your anger in a modern disguise. There's one of them at every corner of the block. If you're ever gonna make it, run around the clock while avoiding all the plot to say your prayers around the shots. I'm beginning to think that every door that I could open isn't locked. That wasn't what you thinking, and then your tear drops or your blood becomes the ink of the pen. And gravity can make you wanna sink or descend. And then the minute that you're comfortable, you blink and then it ended. Man, we all seen it happen, but we all seen the back up when the walls start to close up and they force me to pack up. I'ma say fuck no, fuck you, let's do it. That's my word, and since day one I stuck to it. You know inside this rhyming is what you made of you. Better keep your eyes on the time and it's getting later. You know what it's about, what you need to figure out. You know inside this rhyming is what you made of you. Better keep your eyes on the time and it's getting later. You know what it's about, what you need to figure out. You know much more than man and more than life, it's alright. Not a lot of wars and fights are fought to better the cause of a letter in light. You only need another feather to take flight.
It's the job of the people to bring you down, because they don't got the heart, they wanna keep you around. And anything you want it, you can take it if you patient. What's so different from you and the rest of the people that make it? Not a fucking thing, you could do it too. You got enough to bring yourself up when they through with you. And fuck facing the feeling, you gotta live up to expectations as long as you don't give up. Inside that you were born to be great, not to wake up every day to a morning you hate. You know, I believe in you, and one day I know you gon' be that man.
You know inside this rhyme it is what you made of. You better keep your eyes on the time, and it's getting later. You know what it's about, but you need to figure out. You know inside this rhyme it is what you made of. You better keep your eyes on the time, and it's getting later. You know what it's about, but you need to figure out. You know.
Brothers can't believe how the skills have gotten.
Testing, placement, advancement. Mic check, one trace in the gram spent. Quick as any 6 slam in the basement. 316, dose 8 bars to lace it. The basic script for an MC to qualify. Same shit, just ain't shit for me to follow. I keep it on a level below, a hell of a flow typically depicts poor content, and vice versa. If a nice verse what in your life works in today, you ain't selling. Man, you wasting time coming off for the melon, and if you selling double platinum, probably did a double felon. I love to bring it back, thinking we could just erase this, because I get disgusted by the way that they disgrace this. Fuck your shell toes and them fat laces. We don't need to bring it back, just bring it to better places.
Mic check 1 and the mic check 2. Mic check 1 and the mic check 2.
Brothers can't believe how the skills have gotten.
Mic check 1 and the mic check 2. Mic check 1 and the mic check 2.
Brothers can't believe how the skills have gotten.
Testing, stiff competition, compilation, diss never listen, miscommunication due to misinformation, poison in the scene inside the hip population. If you not patient, you ain't finna make it. Man, if you ain't independent, how you holding up a generation? No innovation, man, you best to pack it up and bounce. Try bagging up an ounce to keep the Spalding out of bounds. Cause 1 in a million to make the call, and that's mine. You wanna put it on the line for me to take it, that's fine. I ain't lying, I ain't trying to be selling no damn hopes. I ain't spitting punchlines, I ain't telling no jokes. And I ain't trying to make you laugh, I'm not a motherfucking clown. And if you can't accept that, then I ain't trying to be down. I ain't trying to shoot you, man, I'm getting sick of that sound. And I ain't trying to be the future, I'm just sticking it now.
Mic check 1 and the mic check 2. Mic check 1 and the mic check 2.
Brothers can't believe how the skills have gotten.
Mic check 1 and the mic check 2. Mic check 1 and the mic check 2.
Brothers can't believe how the skills have gotten.
Testing, 6 years investment, shot down to burn to turn your back. Question, what's the will of a man that going to trial and knowing the while he love it he could throw in a towel? And what's the point of it? Pointing it, never taking a shot. Featherweighting around for somebody to say you hot. Gas when a chick on your lap to dance the same way that you gas from a cash advance. Knees buckling, you steady quiver at shows. Sorta short of breath the way you deliver the flow. Stage presence like you never did it before. When you grab the microphone like I'ma give it a go. Fuck that, this is where I'm stepping in. Cause you've been pissing on the culture, I've been putting effort in. And I ain't finna make the mistake of letting you ruin it. Hip hop ain't dead, just some fake people doing it.
Mic check 1 and the mic check 2. Mic check 1 and the mic check 2.
Brothers can't believe how the skills have gotten.
Mic check 1 and the mic check 2. Mic check 1 and the mic check 2.
Brothers can't believe how the skills have gotten.
Yeah. 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 Alright. The old man had a bench in the park, and he ain't never had a wife in his life. You tryna see who you smooth talking to. What's up, baby? Who got a leash, who walking who? He ain't looking all that concerned. He look at you with your money to burn. You look at him like he trying to get you. But sitting on the bench, he could paint a finer picture. I see blue skies from a bird's eye view. If at first I knew I'd have never had a home, the old man just might have it right. Cause he ain't trying to be somebody you like, and he ain't trying to be somebody you know. But how do you know? Cause you ain't never once been yourself. You were looking for a perfect match. Chicken scratch, now your chick attached.
Mismatch, now you getting on. But he ain't never once lifted off the bench that he was sitting on. You fall apart, you try to walk it off. He laughing at you now, you try to call him out. All yelling at him, and he ain't saying shit. He was sitting there, but now he disappeared. Little kids all came to see, but yo, it sound like rain to me. Rain to me. You was looking forward in the dark the whole time, but you never had a clue. She been yelling at you long time now. Besides that, there was nothing to do. Reaching, coming up empty with each hand leaking out your fist just like quicksand. It took a couple double-digit years, justified if you was living here. You hadn't ever looked once back to see, right in front of you but out of your reach. And she been telling you to walk on by, but your walk call sound like you was trying to find a light. So what's so different if it's sufficient? Time flies, you grayed out, you stay patient. And she been looking too, looking for you. Shit is played out. I got a question, well I got a guess, but what you find is a wrinkle in time. Old man sitting on the bench in the park, still looking for some shit he never found. I might have had it once, he never seen it. Way back when he was young, but now we out the box. And if you look, then it's plain to see. But yo, it sound like rain to me. Rain to me.
We unwind from the unrest, undress, and then find we're behind, never nonetheless. We've been designed to abide by the one stress. We then devise different lives in my eyes. It's a maze, this is why I could never understand why the skies are blue when I be holding a hand. It's like open up, I know you're in there just so I can sleep. It defeats one of equal, but it seats 100 people. If it's lethal, but it speaks in evil, we will leave it legal and condone the act of sharing. If it sees disease and needles, leave it alone to roam through your second story home as the street lights bleed into the reflection of the saturated concrete. A drop of water fall into a puddle, let it settle, but it distorts the vision that he lives for. This isn't such a resourceful way to get your point across if you don't have nothing important to say. And miss doesn't do nothing but misguide me, and my clock has been on a mission to time me. Behind me is nothing more than a shadow. Yo, downtown in the city where the moon rises and eyes isn't open, it's no surprise that the people that surround you often are the backup actors in a game that takes some practice, hanging from the same attachments. Down to the bottom of the lake, if it weighs just a little more than the amount of water it displaces. In different cases, I've seen the faces of a man who never won a thing with a handful of aces. And all I got is visions, cause no one seems to listen. I came to the decision, you'd rather be in prison. What I see you exhibit, so which direction is it? I know another door that's open if the exit isn't. So we be running around and asking a million questions. We diagnose any problem with teaching feelings lessons. This leads us to infection, to say I feel his presence, and feed on weaknesses the race a man possesses. As both hands move to the top of the clock, am I ever gonna make it out of the cycle? To knock on the door of the disciple and mock his ways of living. It's not to be forgiven, it's got to be religion. Downtown in the city where the notes go from pocket to people, you're not gonna need to hope so. It's like you're living in slow-mo. Your vision is a pigeon trying to fly with a flock of eagles to go home. Downtown in the city where the street lights substitute for stars in each life that's lost. This increase
increasing the cost of living. Isn't it a bitch to get your point across? Doing it prison mind. And I recall the time in the past when listening position was efficient, never 5 minutes fast. And now we see the bricks of mission they designed in a flash to be the first to sign upon the dotted line and not the last. And now it's mass production, mass destruction. Too busy trying to find a way to ask for instruction, and living in your final days upon the passion of fronting and finding out about another, leave you laughing at nothing. Downtown in the city where the lights go back on, act on impulse, indulge in a disorder, a quarter a pop in order to not drop the shorter on top. You must stop.
So now I listen to that whole fucking shit. What the fuck did I get out of it? I didn't get a motherfucker. Yeah, yo, I see it. Mad nice looking. Real nice. Yeah, I've not seen a chick like that in a mad long time. Yo, me either. She's like, hell yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. Why don't you go fucking talk to her?
Me? Pardon me, miss, but I was beat taken by your demeanor, thinking you're the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen. I was wondering if you would like to go and grab a cup of tea, or maybe sit and talk so I could just enjoy your company. Cause Ma had me gassed in a feeling of passion, and asking myself if I was going to wake up. It must have been the ass and the sexual attraction, and maybe just the fashion in which you carry yourself. We got to talking at a cafe on the corner, man. She had me laughing. I said, listen, girl, I gotta warn ya. My means of preference reciprocates with your persona. I'ma take a liking to you if we talk for any longer. The conversation turned around and now she wanna know what I'm about, what I be doing in my normal flow. I said, what matters is I'm not your average miss. I live a simple life and the artist is my catalyst. I keep a positive vibe, but honestly, I haven't found the means of motivation in a while. Afterwards, I told her my location in Rhode Island. The whole time she just listened patient with a smile. Then before we parted, I said, sorry miss, I have to ask you if I could call you on the phone. This how I ran it past her. She shook her head like saying no, and for a second had me there. Said I was wondering when you were gonna ask me.
Could you maybe have some love for me? If you think so, then will I know all my possibilities.
So now we're talking on a regular basis, and we both became accustomed to each other's faces. One night we were talking and I started asking what her plans are. She asked if she could come and chill, I'm like, you know the answer. A half an hour later she showed up in sweats and sneakers, a white t-shirt and which gently had caressed the features. I said, miss, would you care to sit and watch a flick? I got a couple movies, you could take a pic. Then I asked her if she felt like smoking. She's like, to be honest, all I got is papers. I'm like, all I got is chronic. Ma was a champ too, she knew how to act. I said, you got me in the zone, and she's like, oh, was that a fact? Then she simply kissed me on the lips, and yo, I elevated. She was on some other shit, this moment had been well awaited. Her skin was like a fine silk from the Orient. She had a body that could tell you a story, yeah. She started breathing heavy when my hands began to wander. Her touch was something that you couldn't even ponder, but I'll leave you with that. I don't wanna get explicit. If you didn't catch my direction, I guess you must have missed it now. I see this woman on the rag, I guess the shit's official, and we ain't never getting fights and there ain't never issues. No need for petty shit or any aggravation, because miss is my imagination.
Could you maybe have some love for me? If you think so, then will I know all my possibilities.
What's up, man? Oh, fuck. My bad. I must have been daydreaming, kid.
Cause I do some nasty shit while I'm up here.
Gentlemen, let's get down to business.
Who is Mikey on the grind MC? Well, he is Symmetry, S-Y-M-M, Mikey on the grind MC entry. You see what I'm saying, right?
I stay shining, confined in a 6x9 box shooter, put your rhyme in. Silly rabbit got a semi-automatic, stepping up to little kids like, now can I have it? Move your feet, blues the beat, at it. Heat up on the track like a 10-sing static. Anybody want to battle, I'ma bring things static. High post while I travel around the rings, round set it. Sediment energy, anybody want to test? If any be enemies, I'ma bring it to their chest. If ever offended me medically, you'll never be able to talk again. Yes, my speak speaks heavily, readily rise from the concrete cracks while I'm staring in the eyes of an MC. Ask me a question, I can teach a lesson to the lesser. Proceeded to a PhD, a certified professor. Have a television, is the genie in the bottle. If you rub channel 3, they will grant you tomorrow. Hello, touch the love below. The money that you borrow, minus economy zero. Not a megalomaniac, I ain't trying to be a hero, but the heroin epidemic's affecting my fellow citizens and my friends, wishing for events, selling illegally just to get some ends. Mikey on the grind MC. 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 It's a puppet show, or fuck it slow. Rainwater falling to the bucket slow. Reaching, coming up with nothing, no. Got a queen in my pocket and a sut, here goes. Missing, different, picking the fight. Hit the switch quick with a flick of a light. Picking up any shit to pick up sticks. Collide into second and cycle and lifting and dropping alright. Cock back please, an authoritative figure with the 9mm running all the way to trigger. It's a stick up, get the fuck out of my way. It's a modern day, man, nowadays a lot of us spray. How do you say that you're not afraid, cause you got it way. With the song catching up to tomorrow being a brighter day. Harder day to put your heart away and get it broken. I'm provoking in and out of context to get it smoking. If you're smoking, better get it fixed. Better than a head of hits. Better in a medicine, metal, a snare kick. With the bass collapse, face the facts, take that back to the teacher to tell you to never make tracks. Fake jacks on a cadence and I'm taking offense. It makes sense, so the opposite of faking intense. No way that the motherfucker making amends. I'd rather spray it every letter of the table of continents. Mikey on the grind MC. 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 You understand a little better now, right? That's how we do it. Mikey on the grind MC. 05, something new and fresh for y'all, alright?
Yeah. Lay it down. Well, I've been known to take my time with this here. Well, I've been known to take my own time. Time keeps moving, time keeps ticking. The bird comes out and says, wake up, it's time to rise. The sun's already up, I don't mind. I take my own time. Well, I've been known to take my time with this here. Well, I've been known to take my time. I take my own time.